Mics are hot.
Hot mic.
And yeah, there we are. Yeah, we're live. Okay, cool. I've got about 7 different scenes for this show, so pardon me if it takes me a goddamn second to find the right fucking one and then be pleasantly surprised when it works.
Hey, Brian.
Yes.
Breathe. It's okay.
I don't know how to breathe.
You're not at work anymore.
I do.
You're here with your buddies in the ethereal plane of existence. Play some shit.
Playing D&D, dude.
Not yet, but we will be soon. Welcome to Tal'Dorei, World in Chaos, where you get to hear our pre-show banter even during the show, because we're professional like that. Thank you for joining us. What?
Nothing, I'm just laughing.
I forgot to wear my shirt and I feel bad, so...
Womp womp.
I literally just, I go, when I get off work, I have enough time to, run to the dresser, grab the first thing on top, throw that on, and eat dinner, and then get everything ready.
I went to the bar, so...
I did not do that.
I
keep
5
on
of
thinking-
though, you know.
I keep on thinking Boyo's a raccoon. He's freaking me out, and then he does something like that, and I'm like, oh yeah, definitely not a raccoon.
No, definitely not. Welcome to Tal'Dorei, World in Chaos, where we play D&D, and it's not actually a 7-person podcast where we just sit here and talk about shit, which would be fun. Also,
hey,
We should
unmanageable.
totally do that.
No, that's a nightmare to edit. Are you fucking kidding me?
why don't you host
How about
all
at the
7 of us on
campaign?
So
We'll-
Chatty
at-
with Maddie?
At the end of the campaign, we will do an episode deconstruction.
How about June 8th? Let's do it.
Okay, I'll pencil you in.
Anyway, I don't know what's happening right now. I feel like magic's being made, and I don't know.
Smurf will be here. He's got a camera. It's just covered.
Yes. Because we are actually still not professionals, but we do our best. I think he just didn't want you to see his room without him in it, which totally I understand.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yes,
He doesn't have dark vision.
The stealth roll.
Anyway, as a reminder, we are sponsored and proud to be sponsored by SoNerdwear.com. It's what the nerds wear. Make sure to go to SoNerdwear.com, use the discount code SoulBear, get yourself some really cool geek chic kind of shit. And you know it's rad if I called it geek chic, because that's not a term I would ever use in normal conversation. And it's also what happens when no one prepares me a script and I just go off the cuff. I say things like that, so, you know.
That's how we roll.
That's how you know this shit is real, and that's how you know that I really, really do love and trust the brand, SoNerdwear. So, with that, we'll do our recap of last session, where the party, the Essence of Chaos, decided to go to the Temple of Fate to go retrieve Whisper yet again, knowing full well the potential dangers that were in store.
I only heard about it.
I feel like the hearing of someone dying in a temple collapse is enough for you to well know the dangers.
Death is a natural part of life.
Wait, who said that? I don't recognize that person.
If he dies, he dies.
There we go. All right, there he is.
So, you guys went to the Temple of Fate, although the temple looked very different this time from the couple of you who had gone prior. There were weird carvings of celestial bodies. It seemed like there was an entire universe carved into the sides and front, everywhere all around it. And as you guys made your way through the temple, you guys noticed the same thing. There were more... It was almost bigger, not in space, but just the grandeur of the carvings inside the temple were bigger. You guys made your way through. Some things happened that you guys don't know about. Some things happened where Garen unfortunately lost all of his magical items. They turned to dust.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
It was a lot.
That was a lot.
But Raina did level up and got a Book of Constitution that, if she reads it, will give her +2 to her con, so that's really, really cool.
Oh, you didn't fix our stats yet. Okay.
I know, I'm sorry, it's been a week.
I think I already did mine, didn't
No, I just didn't fix them on
I?
the layout.
On
the
the
overlay.
overlay. Got it.
Not for
Wait,
a while.
Did you guys level up while I was gone?
No. Raina from
Someone did.
the temple.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Reyna did. Siegfried got a little dumber.
I got a little not smart, but I maintain wisdom.
But
Garen took it.
Garen did get a little smart.
Yeah,
So-
Garen took my intelligence.
I did.
After he lost all his stuff.
I ate it, and it was delicious.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was stress eating the intelligence.
yeah, from the loss of his items.
That robe, dude. That robe.
I know, it was a really good robe.
Yeah.
Emphasis on was.
All right. He's
Hey, all we are is dust in the wind.
That's right.
Womp.
We're dust under the rubble of a temple. But hey, anyway, you guys made your way.
22 intelligence, so whatever.
You guys were trying to game the system, and at one point, Garen had pulled one of the stones. Twice, he pulled a second stone, and it sealed the door behind you. Realizing, this place is probably going to collapse again when we retrieve the item we're looking for. You guys went in search of the stone, found it, put it back, and that's where Garen got his intelligence back, or got his intelligence up, so that was nice. But eventually you guys did make your way to the last room, and Kalasha did the honors of opening the chest. There was no puzzle here this time. Again, the temple itself seems to have morphed and changed the interior. Something happened where you guys were not privy to, but essentially what he told you was that Alexio says hi, basically, and he misses you. And as he attained Whisper, the Chronomentals showed up again. This time a little bit stronger, a little bit tougher, and more of them. Strategically, you guys were somewhat retreating, trying to put as much space between you and this chamber as you could, knowing full well what's going to happen when the Chronomentals die. And sure enough, as soon as the last one was killed, the temple began to collapse. Sylvia used a clutch use of Dimension Door to get her and Mitz out of the fray. Reyna, Garen led the pack out with Siegfried and Kalasha holding up the rear.
Far behind.
Far behind, getting battered and bruised, but at the very last second, just barely by the skin of their teeth, making it out of the temple alive. After wiping the dust off and catching your breath for a minute, you guys used the teleportation stone to get back to Iman, and that is where we'll pick up as you feel your stomach doing flips and you see the entire world swirling around you and almost just becoming a cavalcade of arcane energy. You guys pop back into the main chamber with Feyweather, the wizard, and he looks up at you startled, not expecting you to pop. I mean, he knew you were going to pop back eventually, but it's always jarring when 6 people just appear in front of you.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
But you are there.
I'm gonna take a knee. try and like take a knee, and I will never get used to teleportation.
Mitz does a quick pat down to make sure he's got all his shit.
Mitz does.
I swear to goodness.
Oh,
Never have to go back to that fucking place again. I will kill myself.
Please do not do this.
That seems kind of extreme.
yikes! Wasn't that bad?
I mean, we don't have the deck anymore, so we won't be pulling anytime soon.
Ah, shoot!
Oh, that's good.
They keep on giving me good stuff.
God damn it.
Sold. What's his face is here, right?
Yeah, Feyweather is there, and he's just you guys clearly look like you've been through some shit, so he's respectfully letting you guys just catch your put yourselves back together before greeting you. Seems like you've all returned in one piece.
For the most part.
What happened to your fancy robes?
Yeah.
Kind of a sore subject.
The temple ate everything.
Oh, I didn't know the temple ate things. That sounds awful.
It's hell.
Is it a giant mimic?
No,
Pretty much.
but
What are its teeth like? I'm very fascinated, and he pulls out a notebook with his one arm and like sets it on his lap, flips it open, dabs a quill in some ink, begins making notes.
They're really sharp, serrated even.
No, it's a mimic with teeth of irony.
Oh,
That's what it is.
Okay, teeth made of iron.
Irony.
it's a new metal.
Aye.
Oh.
I believe he is speaking in metaphor.
Oh, of course. I don't know why I thought teeth made of iron. That's ridiculous.
No, but
Not entirely, but we did manage to retrieve what we were after.
Ooh, I'm gonna get a blacksmith to make me some iron teeth.
kid, your priorities are hilarious. I love them. Yeah, never change.
Do we have time to rest anytime soon?
Well, yeah, I mean, we have to.
If you are seeking a place to sleep, we could provide you another room, or rather chamber for the night.
That
Yeah.
would be wonderful. Thank you.
No, it's no trouble at all.
We haven't slept in actual inside in a long time.
I feel like you guys didn't you stay here a couple nights ago?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Or did we just leave and...
I'm pretty sure we just got there and then we left.
I'm old. You'll have to forgive me.
And
But-
we do not pay very much attention to those things.
Gov Ren would remember, but Maddie doesn't.
But also, we have technically only been gone for like maybe an hour since we actually left due to the temple fuckery. So it's still like morning time.
Well, it was mid-afternoon.
Oh, mid-
Yeah, it was by the time you guys had gone out of there.
Wow. So, not a lot of time has passed. A lot has happened.
So we can't even rest until tonight, really.
And we're tired as fuck.
We should just spend the time resting and planning for what we're gonna do then.
I mean,
And then we can rest overnight, and then we can do
We
whatever
can-
we need tomorrow.
we can really rest any time. I mean, time is pretty subjective, especially for now on as we are getting ready to head back into it.
Yeah, I don't really want to think about all that right now. It hurts my brain.
Yeah.
Time is the most precious resource we have at the moment. But
I feel
you're-
like we have less here than we did back then.
a lot less. And that's the whole point of all this.
Yeah.
We don't know when whatever's going to happen is going to happen, but we know it's going to be soon. That said, if you're not well rested, you'll probably just die, so at some point you have to gamble. And while I'm not a big proponent of gambling in this case, I don't think we have much of a choice.
No.
So, what's the rundown again with your fancy orb?
Yes, the stone. So, you need to get close to Angelique in her draconic form. You have to locate where the stone, the chrono stone, is on her person. Most likely a thick piece of hide is where she would hide it behind. My guess would be her chest or her backside. Once you can cleave through and expose the stone, all you need to do is press the time stone to the chrono stone. Upon doing that, anybody that you choose within 100 feet, provided they are conscious, will be transported.
Oh.
In order for it to work, those that you choose must be aware. If they're unconscious, they're unaware.
Okay. All right. That means distance healing.
Okay. What happens to somebody if they're unconscious and they get left behind, but you go back in time? Wouldn't they still just be there?
No.
Oh, wait, we wouldn't be. Because that doesn't fit our timeline. But wouldn't it change the future here?
They could
So
possibly
that-
have a very happy life here in the future, but you will never see them again. Well, at least not for 4 years.
Yeah, what about Abigail?
Who?
The
We
thing
had
is
to
that
leave her behind.
if we succeed, then Abigail.
My only concern is that 3 years ago
Prisoner.
we were in the Feywild. We weren't even here.
She will be imprisoned again.
No, I mean,
There's a pretty good chance she'll be in the Feywild by herself. If we go back 3 years and don't take her. But there's no way. We're not gonna be able to sneak her out of that camp. So
Well,
No.
no, because if
No,
we go back
she's-
4 years, we probably.
we're going back 3 years.
yeah, but the thing is, though, like, she's already here at this time. So once we come back,
Okay, wait a second. If we go back in time, won't we just run into ourselves?
Weren't you in the Feywild?
we're in the Feywild at the time.
But after
Think of
No.
time as a
Back-
loop.
Yeah.
You go into the Feywild, your 4 years passes in Tal'Dorei and Exandria. You come out of the Feywild. You then go back in time to stop all of this. You never really cross paths with yourself, thus closing the loop.
Especially since we won't be returning to the Feywild, we'll be returning to the material plane.
Exactly.
Which leaves Abigail alone in the Feywild.
Well, if
She's not in the
Not
Feywild now,
necessarily.
she's-
If
Yeah.
you're in the Feywild with her at the time, that doesn't change. The only thing that changes is whatever happens 3 years from the time you hopefully succeed. If you fail, well, then her fate is probably sealed. If you succeed, who knows where she'll end up or what might have happened when she had returned here or gotten here from the Feywild.
Exactly. So if we succeed, her chances are a lot better.
You just won't see her for a while, which...
Yeah.
Who knows how that works out? I don't know. I'm an old man.
Sylvia's intelligence is an 11, so she doesn't get this at all.
I feel like I would have understood this yesterday.
Yeah.
Now
I feel like I'm a
not
man.
quite making sense.
So.
If we succeed, Abigail will be. Well, we don't know exactly if she'll be fine, but it's her only shot.
Okay, so I will have met you. Yeah, okay. I'm cool with it.
The life you're in right now never changes.
I know.
Right.
We'll probably die in this life for sure. You're thinking about it like that.
Somebody kill me.
Me first.
I will
Ask
not let either
nicely.
of you die. Again.
Okay.
Well,
I need a freaking bath.
yes, some place to rest and relax would be wonderful. And I need to go over some spells.
Oh, spells. Yeah. I need to go through my spell book.
You just need to take time today to prepare, sleep. and do
Additionally,
whatever
where
you
will we? Do we even know where to find Angelique?
got.
Whitestone, yes, yes. Oh, you remember. Even I remembered that. Hey.
Let's
We
go.
had a time. Some of us more than others.
Siegfried would normally remember that.
I do not remember these things. I write them down. Then I consult my notes, and then I remember.
Well, do you remember how to read?
What?
I feel like I cannot read as well as before.
You're having a lot of trouble with the Oxford comma.
Oh no.
Oh,
What
no.
is this shorthand?
I love the Oxford cut. No. It's
Well, I'm gonna go do push-ups and then probably find a stream to wash off in.
I would not recommend going outside. That is a very foolish idea.
no outside.
Do you guys bathe? Like,
Not really. We have water, but it's for drinking because that keeps us alive. Smelling like shite is a much better alternative to dehydrating down here.
so you mean that's you I'm smelling this whole time? Can I make a perception check to see if it's me or him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold on, I gotta.
Fuck it.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, they're at the magic table.
You guys have a table for it now?
We're
It's just the coffee table.
Uh,
He makes it sound like it's something.
I have a whole closet of cards.
Dude, I'm telling you, let's do this thing.
Let's talk about it on break.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's
We're just
a lot.
vamping while he rolls his fucking dice.
I know.
That's
I don't want to distract him.
Right.
I can't count.
What?
7,
32?
12.
32?
Yeah.
18.
It's a little from column A, a little from column B. It's mostly him, but yeah, it's been a while for you too.
Siegfried smells like a bag of beef jerky.
Don't you just clean yourself? I don't. I
Yeah,
thought
not in front of everybody.
you were a.
That's
Huh?
no.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Definitely not while Kalashaw's watching.
So where is this place where we can rest?
Fair.
Oh, yeah, Ayar, could you lead them to the guest chambers? Well, make it a guest chambers. Like Ayar never even like spoke to him. He just
He just
Like-
yelled.
yeah, he just like you could tell this mage, he doesn't seem to be all there exactly. Like his magic so far has been on point. Like the teleportation stone worked magnificently. He got you to where you were going, but you could tell that just the stress of the world is probably cracking his brain a little bit. And Ayar walks in. He says, "What? There's no guest. It's no guest chambers. I know. That's why I said make it a guest chamber. Yes, yeah, of course. I'll just follow me, please."
And a follow.
Okay, so he leads you down a small like. It was not part of the original sewer system. It seems like they carved a shaft into the side of one of the sewer tunnels and hollowed out a bit of a room. So this is not a huge stench of sewage like there is throughout the rest of this area. It still wafts in, but it's not nearly as oppressive. It's not a very large room. It's about 30 cubic feet. But it's a private place for you. That there are some like bed rolls laid out on the floor and a couple of wall sconces with torches.
Looks perfect. Thank you.
You're very welcome. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to come to the main chamber. I gotta go take care of the old man. It's time for him to lay down and rest a little bit. He's been doing a little bit too much today, and I think his mind is cracking.
Thank
Oh,
you.
so he wasn't using telepathy? I thought that's what was going on.
Oh no, he's preparing for. He's preparing to prepare the stone. Essentially,
Oh.
it takes a lot out of him.
Is there anything we could do to help?
Just leave him be for a little bit. Let his brain rest. When you guys are ready to go, he should hopefully be prepared to cast the spell into the stone, at which point you'll have approximately 1 to 2 days. There's no exact science on when the magic will fade from the stone, but time will be limited.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So you mean to tell me we've got 1 to 2 days to live, and I can't go wash my mitts bits in the stream?
I would say if you want less time to live, by all means. Besides, weren't they saying you clean yourself? How do you have like a water satchel
Get
on
out!
you?
Get out!
Oh, well, okay. If I can be of any assistance, and then he turns and walks away.
Teenagers, right?
You clearly can't. Slams the door.
Gee.
Dude.
Dude. Be cool.
Last freaking day on Earth, they just want to smell nice.
Yeah.
So I guess Sylvia's just gonna get her affairs in order before we all die, and then take a long rest.
Okay, what does getting her affairs in order consist of?
I have no idea.
Okay. So you see Sylvia just kind of like leaning against a wall, just staring at the opposing wall. Just thinking.
Siegfried is either praying or prepping spells.
Okay. I'd say, I mean, you have time to do both.
Cool, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go through all my spells right now. Like, fuck.
Okay, so you see Siegfried.
Blessing and curse of the fucking cleric.
You see Siegfried on his knees facing a corner of the room, just muttering some things under his breath. You can tell it looks like he's praying.
We'll say Kalasha joins me.
Yeah, that would make sense. And Kalasha kind of walks over, kneels next to you, and he puts his hand on your shoulder, kind of gives you a squeeze. And you actually teach him some of the older prayers, some of the prayers that you would have picked up in Norvas that wouldn't necessarily have translated over here to Tal'Dorei. And you guys begin praying together.
Yay.
I would prepare my hut, and then I'm gonna go through my spell books in solitude, quiet.
Okay.
I guess Sylvia's gonna write. She's gonna write some stuff down.
I made a cover.
Okay. Are you writing it down into the journal, or are you kind of putting a separate space because it's different?
It's a step. I'm gonna rip it out of the journal when I'm done with it,
Okay.
but I don't know what it says yet.
No problem. Reyna, what are you going to be up to?
If we're just taking the time to like independently prep and stuff, then I want to take some time just to pray to the Moonweaver.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a religion check for me.
Should roll the bluish one for her. Religion. What is my religion score? It's not great. So 18.
18. Okay. Why don't everybody take your headphones off except for Reyna?
Okay.
Good.
Okay, Reyna. As you sit and cross your legs and bow your head, you begin praying to the Moonweaver. And though you pray every night, today, with the events of the future looming over you and the weight of the entire world on your shoulders, it seems like your prayer carries a little bit of extra weight. And you, as your eyes kind of close and you bow your head, you feel a draft across your face. You feel a cold, not quite cold, a cool breeze. And as you open your eyes, you see a moonlit isle off in the distance. And as you look down, you're sitting cross-legged, but you're sitting cross-legged on the ocean, above the water, just slightly. Your feet not quite touching it, almost as if you're hovering. And in the distance, also sort of hovering over the moonlit isle, you see a bluish glowing figure.
Well, this is new. I know that I chat with you a lot, but I've never heard back from you before, and I don't really expect this time to be any different, but I have prayed to you for over a century, and you've kept me safe and shadowed in my times of need. And I've never asked anything of you before, but now I do. You have led me on this path to where I'm no longer bound in chain, so I can live a life that's free to be mine. All we need to do is complete this next mission, and I can continue to live a life on my own. But I know that not all of us are going to be that way once this is over, and I've come to care for these people that I travel with a fair bit. I know that Sylvia owes you a favor, and currently her soul is divided between your light and the darkness of the Scaled Tyrant, and I want to help her stray from that path as best I can. And if you will let me, I want to take the debt that she owes you upon myself. When all this is said and done, whatever you ask of me, what you would have asked of her, I will do in her stead. And it was many moons ago now, and I know that things are going to be very turbulent for the next day or two, but given that we succeed in our mission against Angelique, I will be free to do your bidding as she would have. I only ask that you give her and myself a chance, and that during our trying times you continue to bless us with your shadows and keep us safe.
As you say that, you see the figure in the distance hold an arm out, and the arms and legs themselves appear almost to be like silvery strands, not quite appendages. Enough for you to recognize them as arms and legs, but they have like almost a flowing nature about them. And as she reaches out her arm, you can see her beckoning for you to come closer.
I get up and I do.
Okay. And as you walk closer to the aisle where you see, now it's very clear to you this is definitely the Moonweaver. You see the bluish skin glowing ever so faintly. You see the long gown of silver and shadow, and she looks upon you, and you can see almost a pride in her eyes as she looks upon you. And she says, "Reyna, my child, I know I don't always answer your prayers. It's difficult. Our influence is so contained in Exandria anymore. But I'm glad you came to me with this. I've been vexed with this Sylvia problem. To see such a pure and good soul be strayed into such utter darkness has torn at me. And you, the ever-faithful servant of mine, for you to come here and ask not something for yourself, but something for your friend, tells me that I was right to believe in you as you believe in me. I will grant you your favor, and my condition is simple. When this is all said and done, place your hand upon the back of your Sylvia, and her curse will be released for a short time, enough to get the armor off. Lead her to my shadow. Allow me to protect her as well. Renew her faith in me. Consider all debts paid at that time. I need you to protect her. She is innocent and she is good, but she is also scared and much like a child. And now, with her parents taken from her, she needs a strong role model to guide her. Without that role model, I fear her soul shall be forever lost to darkness.
If I can do this for her, that would be enough. I myself I will admit that I have not always believed in her in these last few months, but I've never wanted anything but for her to stay the same, for her to be light and life and happiness, and that's all I've ever wanted for her, because I did not want her to feel the way that I did about the world. And if I can help her in this, then that's all I will ever need.
Protect her. Love her. Treat her as though she were your own kin. Guide her. Be patient with her. Show her back again to my shadow. I shall protect you all as much as I can. As much as other gods will let me. That is all I ask. A simple request, though such things are never quite so simple, are they?
Indeed. I will try.
If you're the woman that I know you to be, you will succeed. And she places her hands on your shoulders, and she kisses you upon the forehead. And it is a bliss unlike you've ever felt in your entire life. You've seen so much in your long life. You've seen wondrous things. You've seen horrible things. This is unlike anything you've ever experienced before. And as you open your eyes, you find yourself back in the chamber. And your friends still praying, still writing, still focusing.
When I come back out of it, Raina is just like silently crying. But not sad in a way, just shedding tears. But she's on her own, so I don't know if anyone else will notice.
Well, you guys are all in the chamber. The only one who really isn't around is Garen, though he can see through the bubble. I would say the only one who's not really focused on anything is Mitz. So Mitz, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh, I was actually going to be focused on something.
Oh, okay. What were you going to be focused on?
Perception check if you want to.
Well, no. Tell me what you're focused on, and I'll determine whether or not you would be able to.
Push-ups. Or...
Push-ups?
I
Make
was
one
going to
with-
run up the wall for like 2 hours. Just over and over again. But silently. Because I can do that.
I'll say you can make a perception check with disadvantage because you're not focused like with your eyes closed. You're not focused into a book. You're just kind of doing your thing.
Well, even at disadvantage, it's an 18.
Okay, so as you're running back down one of the walls, you notice that Raina's cheeks are glistening. She doesn't have any particular like emotion on her face. She doesn't look sad. She doesn't look overjoyed.
Is she still praying, or is she just sitting there crying?
Her eyes are open now. She's just silently, tears streaming down her cheeks.
But I can tell they're tears.
Yeah, you can tell they're tears.
I'm gonna fall on her.
Okay, so Raina, as you come out of it and you see Mitz running down the wall, you see him make a performance check.
Me?
Yeah, make a performance check, and Raina, make an insight check.
Oh, I thought I did. That's a 17.
16.
Okay, Raina, you see Mitz just lose his balance and topple and land ass over tea kettle right in your lap.
Mitz, what the fuck?
Oops,
Oh, God.
silly me goes to do it again. or keeps on running on the walls.
What the fuck?
Gotta get faster.
I think we should just put him on a leash.
I could do this on a leash.
You know what? I believe you.
Okay, so some time passes, and you guys realize you're starting to get a bit hungry, so it's probably getting around evening time. Was there
Sylvia's
any-
almost done writing what she wanted to write.
Okay. Was there anything else you guys wanted to accomplish before you take your long rest before you leave?
Oh shoot. Yeah, definitely some grub. And that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, because Robert's not here. So
Okay. Ayar comes and knocks on your chamber door. Hello. I brought some supper. It's not much, but it's what we have.
thank you. We're
Thank
very
you.
much appreciated.
I'm sorry for yelling.
Could you
I
open the
get in there?
door? It's hands are full.
Oh. I go open the door.
You see he's got a tray, and there are about a half dozen cooked rats, and some like tankards of water, and one bottle of mead. It's our last bottle. I wanted you to have it. After all, you're the heroes.
Oh, well, don't say that yet. Jeez.
We have to believe in you. You're literally the last hope. Well, I'll leave you to it, and he sets the tray down. And
Thank
walks
you.
away.
Mitz grabs a fat, juicy rat and goes back to the ceiling.
Grab the mead. Does anyone want to partake?
Sylvia finishes up her little letter that she's
I
writing.
imagine Kalashaw is all about this.
Yeah, Kalasha is all about the rat.
Then, to the Raven Queen, my friend.
Yes, to the Raven Queen.
And I guess we'll just go back and forth, taking swigs.
Yeah, he looks around. Garen, do you want any? I know you want a little. Possibly our last night in safety.
Also,
I'm
we
not-
are all in the same room.
I'll just have a couple rats and yeah, I'm fine.
There we go, Garen.
That is fucking uncanny timing. Holy shit. That is the most uncanny timing. Take it away, Kalasha.
Well done. You and I are sharing mead.
Ah, yes. This was definitely needed.
D&D or the mead?
Oh, everything.
Oh,
Fair.
Everything.
So just as a quick aside for Kalashaw's benefit, you're all in a chamber back in the sewers of Amon, sharing a meal of roast rat and a bottle of mead, preparing for your long rest before you are sent to Whitestone in the morning.
Okay.
Where we will connect Time Stone to Angelic Stone and go back in time.
That's the hope, anyway.
Yeah. Garen like to emphasize long-range healing, which I'm trying to work on.
Well, if we all have to be conscious to
Within 100 feet.
follow the person who touches the stone to stone, yeah, long range healing is going to be necessary. It's the only thing to, yeah. Sorry.
You're overthinking this.
That's what I do. That's my job. Tactics.
Sounds like a problem for tomorrow morning. Tonight we should relax. We should enjoy life for what it is, for it may not be there for us tomorrow.
Who are you? Keeps on doing laps.
That way.
Not in the mood to party.
It's understandable. I disagree, but understandable.
I'm gonna wax seal my letter.
Do you have a wax seal?
Isn't there candles burning?
Torches.
Damn it. Then no. I just wish I did.
Do
Do
you
I
need
have a
candle?
spell?
I think I have a candle. That's about all I have, you know.
Okay, so Garen procures a candle and gives it to
Okay.
you so you can wax seal it.
Okay, how should I make my insignia?
It should be one of those S's that kids draw in high school.
Yeah. That's our new group logo.
My name is Silver.
All right, that's what it is, because I could easily make that like with my dagger.
The essence of chaos.
My
Oh no.
my original last name starts with an S, so like I use that all the time.
Kalashaw has an S in it.
Yeah, God, I'm just-
When I signed my driver's license, I used a dollar sign.
Of course you did.
Were you $sign?
Absolutely.
All right.
Also,
So, anything else you all wish to accomplish before you take your rest?
If they
Oh.
start cuddling, I think I'm gonna leave the room.
Hey Kalasha.
Yes.
I take the flame tongue dagger out of my sheath for it and I just throw it at him. Not to attack him, just to throw it at him.
I was like, whoa!
Make an acrobatics check.
I don't even have my dice out yet, Brian.
Well, fuck me for asking you to roll dice during Dungeons and Dragons.
right?
He's got a beefy 5-layer, man. Man's got
Uh,
priorities.
acrobatics.
Yeah.
16 plus 7 is 23.
Yeah, so you catch it right by the handle and like give it a little twirl and pull it back down.
You sure about this?
I don't need it. Think of it as a parting gift.
I'll think of it as a party gift.
Sure. Sure. So I give him my flame tongue dagger.
Okay.
Are you planning on going somewhere?
I just don't have much use for it.
Okay.
I have regular daggers if absolutely necessary.
I appreciate that very much. I will not
You're
lose this
welcome.
one.
I have an extra shield.
I'm not giving you any more daggers if you lose either of the ones I've given you. I have a quota of 2. You've reached them. That's it.
Very well.
The third one she gives you, you don't live after.
As we all know, I've stabbed everything in Exandria. It's fine. And everything has stabbed me.
Like a pin cushion.
You know, as you do.
As you were wont to do when you were shady AF.
Or, you know, playing one of Brian's games.
Okay, so here's what we really
I
need
will
to
say
talk
on Brian's behalf, I made Raina this way. He did not make her.
I just. Come on, man.
We really need to think about titles. Like, after we save the world, we're all gonna need titles.
That's really not a terrible thing to talk about.
Is there a title that's higher than captain?
Yeah.
Admiral?
I think God kind of beats it.
No.
God captain? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, see?
Good things don't happen when mortals call themselves gods. You tend to die afterwards. So I've heard.
Is that true?
Well, we found our next mission, obviously. Ascend Captain Kalashaw to godhood to be God
Nope.
Captain.
Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Well,
You can stay peasant Captain Kalashaw. It's fine.
I'll help you, peasant Captain Kalashaw. You'll reach godhood one day.
Thank you, Mitz. That means a lot.
What about I don't know, a demigod?
No.
What about like a chancellor?
God Chancellor?
I like Chancellor.
Or what if we're like knights?
Well, we're already like knights.
Kalashaw. It's got a nice ring to it.
Sylvia yawns. but doesn't fall asleep.
Commandant Kalasha.
Sylvia the Sleepy.
What?
It's got a nice roll off
It's more
the
like
tongue.
the sleepless.
Oh yeah.
Right.
She who never sleeps.
This
Kinda
is for the week.
Wow.
It's a song reference.
I don't
I'm gonna
know.
have him put up a statue of me right where my old monastery used to be.
Why?
I don't know.
Why there? What?
I mean, we're hopefully saving a world that hasn't been utterly destroyed yet. So they're going to be kind of confused as to why we're saying we saved the world. But
Oh yeah, because we're time traveling.
I mean, she did rip
Yeah.
multiple rifts into the universe and everything. So we'll be fixing that. But that's about it.
Oh my goodness.
Do you think if I met past me, I can convince past me to go on a date with current me?
No.
We've already had this conversation. We will not be meeting ourselves.
Just-
Nope.
We will
Why-
not-
Why
No,
not?
Way hotter.
There's a loop and a
Mhm.
tie, and they connect like a bow. Duh.
I'll explain.
What?
That's
I'll
actually not
explain.
inaccurate.
I'll explain when we lay down. It's okay.
You do the loop-de-loop and pull. And now your shoes.
Better get
are-
that book back out, Sylvia.
I'm kind of done writing for now, and I think the book's pretty much finished. I just don't know what the ending's gonna be
Oh,
yet.
it's about to happen.
I can tell you it's going to be a happy ending.
The
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sure my parents thought that too. But they died a horrible death.
Holy crap! Yeah.
Well, they must not have been doing it right.
So
We're
they just
talking about
choked
different
away.
things.
so
I know she came out blue. What do you expect?
and tall.
They definitely weren't doing it right.
And I don't breathe
Or
air.
sleep.
You do breathe. You can choose not to.
You know they'd be proud of you, right?
Yes.
I mean,
You look super badass.
they don't have to be here to know. You know.
I have no idea where my parents are,
They probably just ditched you.
or who my parents are, or why my parents are, or how my parents
Oh,
are.
don't forget when.
That's okay.
I'm pretty sure I know when they are.
You're probably better off, to be honest.
I think if we manage to succeed in doing this, I'm
We
gonna go.
track down Kalashaw's parents.
No, I'm gonna go track down mine.
Ooh.
You have living parents?
I mean, it's been over a century since I've seen them, so I don't know if they're alive per se, but
But they're elves, you know.
also the world is in chaos right now, so who knows?
And the elves they ran away again.
They did.
Yeah.
That's why I left to begin with.
Success or not, there is a lich that I will continue to.
Oh yeah, we gotta help.
Yeah, he was a fucking dick. We should go
Right.
after him.
Ledge.
He certainly has a way about him.
I'd like to meet that guy that we met in the Feywild that drew the erotic pictures.
Carmelie.
Yeah.
Why?
He
No.
just wants more pictures.
We will have a need for his services.
Why then?
When?
You did enjoy the Feywild, Garin.
I don't remember any of that.
You do.
Actually, you do.
Yeah, we do.
They fixed you.
We
Right.
cried.
I knew that. I knew that.
Sometimes your brain just glitches because you had to have magic on it.
Because I'm old.
It is new intelligence.
Right.
I think we should also work on getting that armor off of Sylvia once this is all said and done.
That would be.
See,
I'm curious what Sylvia thinks about that.
Well, it doesn't matter either way.
Why
You
not?
take the armor off or not, I'm kind of screwed. So
Why do you say that?
Because I changed my pact. I made a deal,
Deal.
you know, the scaled tyrant.
Right.
So even if we manage to take the armor off, it's not going to change anything for me.
I think it will. It's a first step.
Yeah. Plus, the armor and the scaled tyrant, they're not Sylvia. They don't define you.
Oh, but it's intertwined to my soul. No big deal.
The armor is intertwined to your soul, so if the armor is removed, it is a step closer from getting further from the scaled tyrant.
No, you guys, you don't understand. My magic is now intertwined as well.
Well, we're just saying that.
When we save the world, you will have no need for magic.
When
What?
we ascend
And who is to
Kalashar
say
to
the
godhood, he
Moonweaver
can
will not
just
take
god
you back?
the armor off.
What? What was that, Raina?
Said, who is to say that the Moonweaver will not take her back?
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've blown all favors with my god. At least for a few days.
And I have taken one on. So,
You've taken one on, but for what?
I've taken on Sylvia's debt to the Moonweaver.
What?
What?
Hmm?
What?
Yep.
What do you
When?
mean?
How? Why? That's
Because I
incredible.
did.
What did you do?
I prayed to her, and she listened to me.
Why would you do that, though?
You and I spend different time praying.
Because everything you've done, Sylvia, as dumb as some as it may have been, everything you've done is for love. And that's what the Moonweaver cares about the most. So she has allowed me to take your debt to her so that you may return to her in the end.
Oh,
What's happening?
Wait a second. You did, but what I did, but for Sylvia?
Yeah.
What do you mean what you did?
She's like my sister. Why wouldn't I?
What did you do?
What do you mean? What did I do?
He
I gave
changed
my
gods.
soul. I changed gods and I gave my soul to the Raven Queen. So when I die, like, I'm not gonna be like with wherever everyone else goes when they die. I'm gonna have to, like, I don't know, hum a hymn or something.
But
But I've always believed in the Moonweaver, and so I asked her this thing, and she granted it to me. So once this is all said and done, that's something we can work on.
That's badass.
I don't even know what to say.
I'm literally gonna get up and I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna hug Rena.
Mitz gets in on this cry hug too.
Okay.
Come on, Kalashar. Come on, bring it in.
Oh no.
Kalosha.
No.
Come on, Siegfried.
I think there is plenty over there.
Sylvia,
Thank you.
bring it over.
God,
No, I don't.
get off me.
Okay.
Siegfried, the Raven Queen would want this.
I don't think so. Okay.
So when are you gonna convert?
Whoa. Loaded question. I'm going to bed. I'm not getting in the middle of the couple. Nope. Let's go to bed, guys.
Yeah, long rest time. We don't even have separate rooms, and you got the nap on.
They can stay in the hut. It's fine.
Have the hut.
You guys can't see into the hut, so.
Thank God.
Okay, so are you guys bedding down for the night?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you all fall asleep, Sylvia, I know you don't need to sleep, but it's kind of boring, and as
I'll pretend and I'll close my eyes.
okay, so as you close your eyes, everybody take your headphones off except Sylvia.
Oh,
Bye.
Roll to see how many
I'm definitely
turns
going to the
back
bathroom
anyway,
this
and I
time.
get max.
no,
Yep.
no.
So Sylvia,
I open my eyes. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
you do, but so you close your eyes, and as you open them again, you feel a swirling heat around you. You look around, and you're not in the same chamber you were in before. You're in a place with no draft, no air. You almost feel yourself suffocating in the heat. It's humid, and you can feel the thick, wet air as you inhale just to feel what it feels like. And as you look around and blink, you see like embers floating through the chamber, and you realize you're in a cave. And off in the distance, you see 5 sets of eyes, and as they stare at you, you hear a voice, and for every word this voice says, it comes from a different head. It's very disturbing. And it says, Sylvia.
Hello?
Kneel before me.
Why are you asking this of me now?
Kneel before me.
Oh shit. Oh, Sylvia's really conflicted.
What do you do?
Frick, the fight is literally tomorrow. Sylvia's gonna curtsy and say, I'm gonna bring down Angelique tomorrow, hopefully. Or reverse what she has done and take the pretender off of her throne.
A blast of hot flame passes right over your head. I said kneel!
Oh. You know what? No, I don't think I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm scared, Brian. I'm really scared.
I know. I should have expected obstinance from you, but I didn't, so let me pull something up.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's alright.
Sylvia's really inspired by Raina right now.
No, it's super cool. I just gotta pull this up now.
I don't even remember what I said. That's how scared I am.
So as the 5-headed dragon stomps towards you, and all 5 heads kind of coalesce around your body, and you see you can smell the acrid acid of the black dragon head. You can feel the icy cool breath of the white dragon head. You can hear and feel the static electricity from the blue dragon's head as your hair begins to stand on end in its proximity to you. You have one more chance. Defy me once more, mortal, and you won't even make it to tomorrow's battle. And it's said right in your face, almost bowling you over the force of the actual voice hitting you.
If you let me do the battle tomorrow, and I take the pretender off of her throne, then you do what you will. But I don't think I can anymore.
Okay. So as you say that, the heads slowly retreat from you. And then the red dragon head snaps forward and bites you right on the shoulder
Okay.
with a 29 to hit.
Yes, that is.
Okay. That is... Uh, 34 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And... 15 points of fire damage.
Is that half?
It is not in this realm.
Shit. Okay.
And so as you feel the teeth penetrate your shoulder and you can feel the flames lick the wounds closed, you realize that you have no control over this armor's properties. But the Scaled Tyrant does.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first time in a long time, you feel completely vulnerable. As the black dragon head snaps down.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That is going to be a... Really? Oh, 33 to hit.
Whew. Yeah, that hit.
So... 33 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And 18 points of acid damage.
Okay, that puts me unconscious.
And as you go unconscious, your eyes flutter open. And you have teeth marks in the armor. And blood flows from wounds that don't exist. You don't have any damage in the real world.
Okay.
But that was fucking scary. And there is blood on your armor.
Okay. I guess Sylvia's gonna go to clean off the blood from her armor, and she's gonna try and hide it from everybody.
Roll survival.
Survival?
Uh-huh.
My deception is much better.
Yeah, but hiding something like this is more of a survival thing.
Okay.
Trying to wash blood, right?
Easier than
10.
10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who has a passive perception above 10?
I have a 10 passive perception.
Okay,
I'm pretty
so
sure
10 makes
everybody
it.
does.
Okay. So, as you all kind of wake up in the morning, you see a frazzled-looking Sylvia, and you notice that there is a streak of blood on her armor that she missed as she cleaned.
That from before?
You fight something recently?
No.
Bloody nose.
Insight.
Okay,
Okay.
Sylvia, go ahead and roll deception. Siegfried, roll insight.
I'm
Oh,
gonna cast guidance.
I got you now.
Do you though?
18.
7.
I did you?
Yeah, you
Why are
completely
you casting
believe her.
spells? What are you
What?
trying to hide?
Oh, nothing. I was just prestidigitating my
No, you
armor.
weren't.
Yeah, we know you
Nothing
can't do
changed.
that.
Guys, come on.
Could I roll deception for that? Am I charismatic?
I would say they know the nature of your magic does not include. I mean, that's just that's common
Strange.
knowledge to them. They've traveled with you enough to know that you can't do that.
Come on. It's okay.
We also know well by now what guidance looks like when you cast it.
Yeah.
It was to guide me in cleaning my armor.
That you can
Yeah, okay, but it wasn't that digged up yesterday.
That you can roll
Yeah.
deception for.
I can't.
What are you talking about? Clearly looks familiar.
Anybody
I
that wants to
can't-
roll insight against that can.
Oh,
Ooh. Fuck, I'm
Oh,
rolling
the
so
mid's
bad.
full.
Then she is telling the truth.
natural 20.
Also natural 20.
No way. No fucking way.
I don't want to move the camera because I don't want to mess it up, but it's a natural 20.
All right. All right. Nothing to see here. All right. That's enough.
Are you hurt?
That's cool, Galran. Just look the other way.
I'm not hurt. It's fine.
Hey, last night we had a conversation about Raina taking over her debt.
Mhm.
Obviously, she's going to get a visit. So, if she's not hurt, everything's fine.
Is it though?
I think going into what we're going into, you may want to lay all your cards on the table.
Judging from the stain of blood, would I be able to tell where it might have come from if it was from Sylvia?
So you're trying to figure out if it's Sylvia's blood or someone else's blood?
Well, because I want to identify whether or not she's actually hurt.
Oh, okay.
So I want to connect the dots from where the bloodstain is to where it might have come off of her body and examine that area.
I'd say roll medicine check.
Okay.
DSI now, guys.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Cast light. but
You
it's
can
blue.
tell that based on the location of the blood, it looks like it's soaked through from underneath the armor and soaked through to the outside.
Are you hurt?
No.
If we are going to fight Angelique, we cannot have anyone below maximum strength.
I am at maximum strength. I promise. I don't know what happened.
I'm
Where,
gonna insight the
Gar?
maximum strength part, not the second part.
Okay. Roll either persuasion or deception, Sylvia, and Siegfried, go
Okay.
ahead and roll insight.
Alright.
17.
It's hard. She's hard to read right now. She's stonewalling you. That much you know. You can't get a straight answer.
Okay, hold on. How about this?
I will be watching you as you get hurt. Wait.
Sylvia, will you step out to the outer chamber with me, please?
Nothing is wrong. I told you guys, I'm not hurt. Everything is
Can we
fine.
just talk one-on-one for a second, please?
Sylvia goes with Garin.
Thank you. Is there something you're not telling us?
No.
Sylvia, please, just tell me.
I mean, it's really nothing that super affects anybody else right now.
I get that. But you have to know that if it affects you, it affects me. Okay?
It's really nothing. I'm not hurt.
I get, okay. But there's something.
Yeah, evil armor. Look, I appreciate your concern, and I know that it's kind of scary that I woke up with blood, but it's really not a big deal.
I mean, again, I'm not surprised. Obviously, you've got a very deep connection, and she can see and hear pretty much everything. I just want to make sure that I just don't want to be caught off guard. Okay?
I've told you guys everything that's important.
Okay. All right. I mean,
You know, do you see these crow's feet and wrinkles, Kevin? I'm not a child. I understand.
I don't think you're a child. And I certainly hope you don't think that I believe that. Sylvia, I love you like a sister, okay? Fact. I promised that I would protect you. And it's not because you're a child. It's not because you need protection. But it's because I don't know any better. I can't help it. I have to protect you. It's just, that's what you do when you love somebody like that. And I will gladly give up my life for you.
See, Sylvia puts her hand on Garen's shoulder and says, Garen, if it was truly, truly important, I would tell you.
Okay.
And I don't ever sacrifice your life for me. Ever.
I can't make that promise.
You have to make that promise. Save me, maybe. Sacrifice yourself, no.
Can we save you?
We'll see.
Okay.
And Sylvia's just gonna hug Garen and be like, thank you for caring.
Yeah, of course. All right, let's go in there. I didn't like everybody getting on you.
Also, if I do die, there's a letter in my pocket. Be sure to grab it before you go back in time. But no biggie. And then she goes back into the room.
Girl.
Sylvia, as you walk away from Garen,
Mm-hmm.
you feel a small headache in the back of your head, and it kind of grows almost into just like a full blown, just like migraine, and you hear a voice break through, almost static like, and what you hear is, "Lies. He lies to you, child. I know this. You know this." I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Shit. 16?
16. It's a pretty compelling argument. A small thought enters your head. Can I really trust Garen? Can I really trust any of them to keep their word? They've been so mean to me, so cruel. Always making fun of me. Always poking at my expense. Do they really want what's best for me?
Huh. That was not a good saving throw to fail. Sylvia kind of just puts her hands on her temple and tries to shake it off and continue on with the day. Like, I don't know, what do you do after that?
So basically, it instills a lingering doubt
Right.
about the people around you. It's not like you're gonna turn on them or anything like that. That's not what it is. It's more.
It's like an insecurity.
It's a major insecurity.
Okay.
Okay, so you see Sylvia as she kind of walks in. She kind of clutches her head for a second, and then she kind of shakes her head, and Garen follows in behind her.
Can I have told them something while they were gone?
Yeah. So while Sylvia and Garen are outside, this transpires.
I need you three to listen to me, because I know Garen is already feeling this way. But
Oh no, yeah.
but I've been tasked by the Moonweaver to keep Sylvia alive, to try and bring her back to her. So even at the expense of my own life, you will bring her back. And if I, for some reason, do not live through this, I need you to take her to the Temple of the Moonweaver in Singorn. It is the only place that I know of that may be able to help her if I'm not there. And I need you to swear to me that you will do this.
I'll carry everyone out if I have to.
I swear I will do everything within my power to keep both of you alive.
I appreciate that. But she does come first.
But if I have to make the choice, I will save her.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But only because you asked.
Kalashaw.
Well, first I will save Kalashaw, then Sylvia, then...
I was referring to
Oh,
Kalashaw because he's oddly
okay.
quiet.
My mistake.
No worries.
Death requires balance.
I'm sorry, what?
You're not very good at being vague, Kalashaw.
You're
Just come
the
out with it.
worst monk ever.
No one can say for certain how they will act in the moment that requires action. The Raven Queen will guide me to my decision in that time. Your words now will not influence my decision then. I will do as she wishes. This is her decision, not ours.
All I ask is that you do all you can to keep her alive. Because she does not deserve this. She did this for us and for her parents, for the world. She does not deserve to fall into darkness. She does not deserve that. She deserves a chance.
I do not disagree with any of your words. They are all very true. No one deserves that. And I'm confident that when the time is right, the Raven Queen will guide me, will guide Siegfried in the proper direction.
And so be it.
And as you say that, you see Sylvia walk in, clutching her head. It's a brief moment. It's like a flash and you miss it. And Garen following behind her.
Well, I believe I've prepared everything that I can to the best of my abilities. I hope you have all done the same.
Yeah, the best I could prepare for. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna get with this chaos dragon.
Well, I believe we have a date with the Wizard of Amon.
Before we go,
Bless
I'd like
you.
to say a few words.
Okay.
We've been thrown into this position. Some of us on a whim, some of us started with a purpose, but we've all been brought together to this point to cause a great deal of change. Where we are going is a very dangerous place, and it will be a very dangerous fight. We all must proceed with the idea that a victory condition does not necessarily mean that we all survive. It means that we successfully transport the living back in time to undo this clusterfuck. When the time comes, some of us will have to lay everything we have on the line. And when that time comes for me, I want you all to know that I'm doing it for you. For my friends, for my lover, for my family, for Tal'Dorei. We all have different beliefs and different gods, and I trust that they will all lead us in the right direction, and that we will achieve victory at whatever cost. I love you all very much. And I look forward to fighting beside you.
God damn. You are one sexy son of a bitch.
Ugh.
I know.
Thank God.
Anyway.
Also, someone grab my book if I die. I want it published.
What book?
Oh, it's nothing interesting. You wouldn't like it.
Oh, okay.
May I read it?
Yeah, you'd love it. You could actually proofread it when I'm done. Actually, make sure you give the book to Siegfried. Nobody else read it. I only want Siegfried to read it and then get it published. And then when it's published, you can read it.
Okay.
Very
That's-
interested. to
That
see
would be my
what
last
the
done.
subject matter is.
That's fair. That's fair. Sure.
It's kind of like Siegfried's favorite kind of genre. So,
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
It's about the Raven Queen?
yes,
History or
in a way,
anthropology?
kind of. You could say it's the history of some people that I have studied.
Huh. I might want to read that. That sounds very interesting.
My dying wish is you wait until it's published,
Why'd you have
Except
to
for
word
me.
like that?
except for Siegfried, because Siegfried has to proofread it and edit.
And
No, well, not editing, but proofread.
On
Make
Sacred Living.
Why is it
I
gotta
got
be
it all my
Dutch?
teeth. And crossed all my eyes.
What are you trying to do to me?
So,
so we make our way to. He was up. He's one armed, right?
yeah.
To one armed mage.
Right. Man. He's old and has one arm. This
Got
was
it,
really
man.
the guy who was like, who put the hit out on you and all that stuff?
No,
No?
nope, that's the other guy.
Garin.
I don't know the mage dude.
If I die, you can have my helmet.
It's so
Oh.
thoughtful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I know how much it means to you.
Pretty freaking sweet.
Alas, I have nothing to bestow to you.
Your
Um,
heart is all that mattered. Ever.
You can have my protection ring.
Oh, but we have all that bling. I have that bling. I forgot. I got lots of bling.
Yeah, we saw
It's
lots of
not
money.
magic.
It's not magic.
So we got to keep it.
So at least you're rich.
He's got rings that just say "Ga Ren."
We got a grill and everything. Yeah.
The grill says Conrad.
Well, everyone. it
So
was a
Kalashaw's
pleasure.
always in his mouth.
But
I'm 901. You can find me at Twitter. 901. I'm here every Wednesday.
And as you guys make your way into the chamber, you see Feyweather, and he's standing in the middle of the chamber, and there's a large arcane circle in the middle of the chamber floor, and you see a small stone right in the center, and it begins to glow. And as he finishes chanting, you see the circle around the stone glow incredibly bright, so bright you have to shield your eyes, and then the light is all sucked into the stone, and the stone begins pulsating with a blue energy. And his back is to you; he doesn't even see you enter. But as it's done, he kind of like hunches forward a little bit. You could see that what he just did took a lot out of him.
I'm gonna rush over to help keep him up.
Okay, so you grab him by the arm and manage to hold him stable. He's just, "Oh, Siegfried, I didn't hear you enter. Thank you."
We did not want to disturb your magic.
I appreciate that. It worked. It bloody worked.
It certainly seems like it took a lot out of you. Please, sit.
Okay, and as you guide him back to his seat, the stone remains on the floor. Yes, hey, Siegfried, my boy. Could you please bring the stone to me?
And I will pick up the stone and bring it to him.
Okay, and as you place it in his hand, he closes his eyes for a moment in concentration. Yes, it is ready. Unfortunately, my magic was too weak. I couldn't get his full amount of time out of it. I suspect you have perhaps a day at most to make this work.
Oh. Well, that puts us on a very short time frame, but I suppose all we really have at this point is long shots.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And I hold out my hand to accept it.
Yeah, so he holds it out to you and he places it in your hand, and as he does, he curls his hand over you, or over yours, and clenches your fist. We have one chance. One chance. So, are you all ready to travel?
As ready as I'll ever be.
That's what she said.
I can get you to the Sun Tree. That's about as close to the castle proper as I can get you. Our last intel says Angelique is below Castle Whitestone. The castle itself will probably be hazardous. There are wyverns in the area, and wormlings all about. Be careful. Are you all prepared?
I'll look to the group. Yes, we are.
Okay. Please place yourselves in a circle. And as you guys...
I put the stone, away.
Okay. So you place the stone in a safe spot, and as you guys gather in a circle, he walks up to your group and places his hand on Siegfried's shoulder and begins muttering and chanting, and as he does, you can see the ethereal planes and everything just shifting around you as you blink, and you find yourselves outside the Sun Tree in Whitestone, and as you look above you, you see that there are elemental rifts everywhere, tearing in and out, popping in and out of existence. It's awe-inspiring, but also terrifying. They don't explode. This is almost more controlled. And you can see that sometimes it's a little bit faster, sometimes it's a little bit slower, but it's a near constant in the sky. The sky itself dark and looming, red with dark billowing clouds and lightning striking off in the distance at random, but no thunder. You see Castle Whitestone in the distance, and you see some of the spires have toppled into the courtyard, and the castle looks in disrepair. However, the base of the castle and the main floor of the castle looks pretty stable and sturdy. You see that the drawbridge that would normally be dropped is shattered in pieces, and there's a gap between the ground itself and the castle proper.
Well, if I never said I would walk through the gates of hell with you, this is not what I would have pictured when I said it.
I agree.
Oh.
I don't know.
But
It's exactly what I pictured.
let us walk through the gates of hell together.
Looks like fun, doesn't it?
With the Raven Queen at our side.
Kalsha, before we go, I have to tell you something.
What up, little guy?
I named my sword because you named your dagger Whisper, so I had to name my sword.
Someone else named the dagger, but that's okay. Continue.
Oh, okay. It's Flutters.
After the butterfly. That's
Oh.
adorable.
Yeah. He eats
I did
people.
not even consider naming my mace. Damn.
It's not too late, Siegfried. We can name it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
oh.
now we have to.
Whisper, Flutters, Ventress, Derek. That's a good name
Tool
for a
used to
mate.
lift heavy objects. Yes.
Tool to lift heavy objects.
Literally in the dictionary. I'm not kidding. Spelled the same way.
Oh my god.
So as you guys are having this discussion, you hear "Vroom, vroom, rah," in the air above you. Go ahead and everybody make a stealth check for me.
Rip Siegfried.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't have to rip it. I ripped it this time.
Pretty sure your modifier is more than what I rolled.
What do we all get?
12.
22.
Someone got that nat 1.
18? Oh, nat
Yeah.
1?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Rana?
I also rolled a 22.
Okay. So as you guys hear it, you guys kind of hunker by the base of the tree, trying your best to conceal yourselves. And as you do, a wyvern starts swooping in towards you guys. It's at this point about 100 feet away, but closing very quickly.
We should try to avoid as many fights as we possibly can.
Jesus, it's coming. I'd ready myself for if it gets within striking distance.
Yeah, let's head to the castle.
Yeah, I'm gonna start running towards the castle. Towards the
My
castle.
Eldritch Blast is 120 feet.
It is.
But do you want to shoot an Eldritch Blast 120 feet in the air? What if you miss?
Do you want to start this shit?
Sorry.
Okay, I follow the group.
Okay, so you guys begin running. The castle is off in the distance. It's going to be a little bit of a
Not
run.
forget wyverns and wormlings all around.
So as you guys begin running, are you guys all dashing, or are you guys holding any particular actions? I know Mitz is holding one to attack if it gets close.
Yeah, fuck.
I'm just running. I'm not dashing.
Okay.
How far is the castle? Are we just like going? We don't have a direction.
The castle is about 500 feet away from you guys.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Run into the castle. I'm dashing.
But there are other buildings about and whatnot. The castle itself is about 500 feet. As you guys turn to run, you guys are running through like the main square in Whitestone, and you see some buildings are kind of toppled and tattered. Some seem to be in pretty decent condition, but right now you're kind of in a main street.
And you said it's like midday.
At this point, it's still kind of early morning.
Okay.
Let's try for a building.
Can I look around for like alleyways or like some like kind of outgrove?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check at disadvantage because you're running for your life.
Yeah, that dice likes me much better. 21.
Okay, after the first couple buildings, you do see an alleyway to your right.
Okay. Can I dash to get ahead of the pack and go right?
Do you have it as a bonus action that you can dash?
Yeah.
Then yes, you can.
Okay.
And I'll follow.
Okay. So
Same.
Mitz and Siegfried burn down the alleyway. Sylvia does as well. Do the rest of you follow?
Same.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and do another stealth roll. Wow. All right. What did we all get?
Dirty
16.
20.
30, 20, 16,
24.
24,
8.
5, 8.
Good old
10.
disadvantage.
Okay, so as you guys duck into the alley, you hear another loud screech, and this time you hear another screech, and another screech, and another screech. And all
Please
the sounds
keep
seem to be bearing down on that alleyway.
I am going to Eldritch Blast in the opposite direction of where we are. So like, if like, I'm like in the opposite direction that we're running at like an object like barrels or something.
Okay.
So it looks like maybe we went that way.
Okay.
Like I'm trying to create a misdirection potentially.
Go ahead and roll deception.
Okay. Not 20.
Nat 20. Okay, so you into the side of a building right by one of the doors, which causes the door to kind of slam open and slam shut. And you hear the shrieks kind of turn to that direction. I'll give you all a stealth roll with advantage.
Okay. Probably still failed, but
24.
24?
21.
21? What was that, Sylvia?
14.
14?
28.
Natural 20.
Okay.
12.
12. Okay. So they actually swoop right overhead of you, but continue moving past. And one of them flies into an open window. They're not large wyverns. They're smaller, but they still look very, very dangerous. So one flies into an open window. One seems to fly into an open part of the ceiling that's caved in. Another one slams right into the door, and they begin you just hear all these noises from inside as they seem to be tussling and searching. But you guys have a bit of a breakaway at the moment.
Okay.
Now we dash. Go, 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 go.
Okay, are you guys going to continue to try to remain stealthy as you do?
Yes.
Okay. Jesus. The only reason they saw you the first time is because I rolled a natural 19 with a +4 to perception, so it saw the majority of you. Now I'm getting 2 and 3 rolls. That's crazy. Okay. So you guys are able to kind of sneak through the alleyways and just duck into the shadows. Every so often you see one of the red dragon wormlings, blue dragon wormlings, kind of scouring the streets. Not necessarily looking for anybody in particular, but they seem to be on a heightened alert state from the sounds of the wyverns. But eventually you do make it to where the drawbridge has kind of crashed into the canyon below. Not a canyon.
How far across is it?
It's about 15 feet across.
I'm gonna toss Whisper to the other side.
Okay.
And Bamf over there, and then I'm going to take some rope and I'm going to throw it back to the rest of the party.
Okay, go ahead and roll an athletics for the rope toss.
As he throws it, can I search for a steady anchor point?
Yeah.
To attach this to?
21.
21? Okay, go ahead and roll investigation, Siegfried.
I cast guidance on Siegfried.
Yay, I didn't roll yet. Didn't really need it. 24?
Okay, so with the 24, you do see stakes where the bridge would have come down as a way to kind of lock it down so it didn't move when horses and carriages would go over it. And so there's a very sturdy stake that you're able to toss the rope or tie the rope onto.
Who's catching?
Ren,
Yes.
obviously.
Oh, what? Yeah.
So as he says that, you just see a rope flying in your direction, Garen. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
I cast guidance.
I would say this is all kind of happening at the same time, so you could have either cast it on Siegfried or Garen.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I mean, I didn't need it because I still would have gotten a freaking 21.
Not 20.
Yeah. So Garen with a flourish just catches it in one hand, and and just immediately kneels down to begin tying it, just in one smooth motion.
I think that might be the single most athletic thing that Maddie's ever done.
I mean, I
Good,
can
Garen.
dance, and that's about it.
Okay, we cross the rope.
Okay. Who is crossing first?
You know, if I still had my boat, I would just make the boat appear, and we could just walk across the boat, but I don't.
Damn it.
You know.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and use athletics. Try to cross the rope.
Oh, I get a +4 to athletics. That's nice. It used to be 0. 23.
Okay, with a 23, you manage to pull yourself across the rope very easily, leaving Garen, Sylvia, Siegfried, and Mitz on the other side.
Sylvia, go.
Wait, I may need her guidance.
Okay, then I'll go. Siegfried, go first.
Because I also have guidance, would we be able to double it up?
No, it doesn't stack.
No? Ah, damn. All right, well, then it doesn't matter. You and me does not matter.
Okay, so Sylvia's gonna attempt to cross. How far of a drop is this?
I cast guidance.
You look down, and it's about a 20-foot drop.
Okay.
Okay.
Athletics.
Yep.
That sucks. That ran into other dice that's on my tray. Plus 0. So 10.
10. It's a struggle for Sylvia. She's pulling herself across, and at one point, as she's like holding on with her arms and legs, you see her feet slip and she starts dangling by her hands. But she just manages to pull herself across and then pull herself up the lip of the wall. She barely makes it, but she does make it.
Okay.
I guess I'll go and I'll do guidance on myself.
Okay.
Oh, God, that looks like an 18, but it's cocked. Gotta re-roll that. And that's a plus my amazing +1 athletics, 14.
Okay. With a 14, Siegfried, you have a little bit of an easier time.
You guidance yourself?
I did.
Oh no.
Yeah, and the guidance was a +4, so...
You have a little bit of an easier time. However, when you're about halfway across the rope, a wyvern comes out of nowhere, swoops down, and is going to bite at you.
I immediately take my bow out and shoot it.
Okay. You'll have that chance. Just Whoa, that dice went flying.
Can I... if it's...
So that's a 23 to hit.
That hits, but can... Well... Okay, well, if it tries to leave... Well, I know it's not fucking combat, but if it tries to leave my space, can I, like, use a reaction for a... Well, hang on, what do I...
Yeah, well...
What do I need for
First
this?
thing first. 10 point of piercing damage.
How much?
10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Please. Okay, I did the thing. Damage, strength, saving throw. That's going to be a 7.
Okay.
Of course.
With a 7, as it bites into you, Siegfried, the pain of the bite, and the suddenness of the whole thing shocks your system, and you accidentally let go of the rope and begin tumbling down. Reyna, go ahead and roll to hit.
19 and then some.
Yeah, that super hits.
Oh, that's my lucky die. Please don't go away. Do I get sneak attack or no?
Technically it's engaged with Siegfried, so I'd say yes.
Congratulations.
Make it a tree so we can just climb the tree across.
D8, D4, 46.
That's so dirty.
Plus, like,
Nasty.
plus 8 to it, so it's going to be... 30, and then 1 point of lightning, so 31 total.
Okay, so at 31, it tears right through the wing and cuts across its body, and it screeches as it tumbles down following Siegfried. Siegfried, as you guys are tumbling, it's going to strike out at you once more with its stinger.
It says it's only 20 feet down.
Yeah. Which is a 15 to hit, which I think misses.
Miss.
So as it goes to strike you with its stinger, you grasp onto it and you begin tumbling down.
Word of Radiance.
real quick, make an acrobatics check.
Damn. Yeah. 4.
I'm like trying so hard to help you here. Your dice are not helping.
You're doing it with all the wrong fucking skill checks.
I mean, it's the ones that make sense at least. Okay, so what's Word of Radiance?
Con save.
Con. Okay.
Trying to beat 17.
That's a 7.
So it takes 11 points of radiant.
Okay. It's barely holding on as it's gnashing its jaws at you. And as you guys are spinning, you do your best to try to position it under you. However, it's just kind of death rolls once more, and you take the full brunt of the impact at the bottom.
Yay!
Oh, that's a lot of force. 18 points of bludgeoning damage as you strike stone. But it also was going to take some damage. Yeah. And as it strikes next to you, its head hits a rock, and you hear its neck snap, and it dies next to you. But you're at the bottom of the pit.
Oh! Can I move this thing off of me?
Yeah, it's not so big that it's like going to weigh you down.
Okay. Well, I suppose I will stay down here in case anyone else falls.
Start taking the rope out of my bag so we can help him up.
Shit.
Turn you into a giant spider.
Vince, get over here.
I'm coming last. Is everyone across already?
No, there's still Reyna and...
I'll just
Garen.
cut the rope and help Siegfried up on the other side.
I still need to cross.
Yeah.
Well,
Outrun, you can just get
I
over.
believe he is referring to going last.
Yeah, I guess I thought I'd go last, but that's fine. But I can Misty step over, so.
Get that booty over here, boy.
But
Okay,
I'll
so
try
are you...
I'll try the rope. Save a spell slot.
All right, go ahead and make athletics.
Okay. No, that's 15.
15? Yeah, you managed to scoot across. It's a little tough, but you do manage to get over with no issue. Okay. Leaving Reyna and Mitz.
I already went over. I was
Right. Sorry.
So just me?
Yeah,
Just
miss.
you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna grab the rope and cut it and kind of like, I'm just gonna slow fall down the.
Okay, so you see Mitz just pull out his sword and slice right through the rope, and then he just kind of... It almost seems like levitation. He falls so slowly, but eventually drops next to you, Siegfried, into the hole.
Here you go. I give him the rope and then I just start climbing up the other side.
Okay, and you just see Mitch just run up the wall.
Okay, here we go, I suppose.
I'm gonna help pull the rope up.
Okay, roll athletics with advantage.
Yay.
Oh, not me.
Yeah. Good. I needed it. 17.
Okay, yeah, with a 17, and with Sylvia's help, as she's pulling the rope up, you're pulling yourself up. And every so often you feel yourself slipping a little bit, but Sylvia giving you that extra bump lets you find your footing easily enough, and you make it to the other side.
We should definitely keep moving.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you guys heading into the main doorway, or are you guys going to try to search around?
Okay, so the wizard said that she was underneath the castle. So how much you want to bet that there might be another entrance underneath?
Probably. Hopefully.
Whatever we do, we should probably roll stealth right now. And I roll stealth.
Stealth?
Yeah,
I mean, we
it's
should
like
do
that.
very sneaky-like. Damn it, I just threw my dice.
It gone.
Flew
I'm just
out of my hand.
I'm just gonna go ahead and guidance myself then.
You threw it?
I don't know where it went, and I'm tucked in with blankets. It's cold, so I guess I'll
Doesn't
roll
matter.
one of my other 50 d20s.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Okay.
Dude, how can you constantly roll that badly? I don't get it.
19.
Disadvantage with stealth checks?
But I mean,
It's just bad luck.
Okay, so I got a 19.
27.
Natural 20.
What'd you get,
24.
Garen?
I got 16.
This
16?
was with guidance.
And 20. And 24, Raina? Is that what you said? Okay. Okay, so you guys kind of hug against the wall of the castle and stick to the debris from fallen towers. What's your plan?
I'm looking for an entrance into the depths underneath the castle.
We just start out from the main hall. It'll be easier to find.
Yeah, but there's
I'm
gonna be
burning a
guards.
spell slot to fucking heal myself.
I feel like our best bet is around the back.
Well, at least I'm healing well.
Conrad,
If we're trying to avoid conflict.
I mean, it's a castle. So there's probably like the main entrance, and then there's probably like a servant's entrance, a help. We want the help to go in. That's the entrance we're looking for.
yeah. Fair. Okay. So, right or left?
Always left.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Oh shit, then right.
What?
Oh,
It was a joke. Let's go left.
Yeah. Okay,
I
great.
kind of don't want to go left. But we'll go left.
Okay, who is leading the pack right now?
Love of God, not me.
I'll do
Let's
it because I
get
think I've been here
perception.
more than anybody.
Perception, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll perception.
23.
23. Okay. With a 23, you work your way around the left side of the castle, and you do seem to remember there being a servant's entrance in the side. And you do see it. It seems like there's no real debris around it or anything like that. It's been basically untouched. And you see that the door is closed tight.
Can I check it for traps real quick?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll.
As you spray your cat?
He deserved it.
I believe you. Alright. Oh no. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Investigation plus 10.
We're pretty dead.
Rolled a natural 1.
Seems fine.
Yep. Alright, then is it locked?
You can try it.
I will try the door to see if it's locked.
Okay. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I cast guidance.
No.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw. What is my dex?
Yeah, we should have looked at that. With the Eldritch side.
23.
Okay. So you'll take half. As the door erupts in flames.
Or I take no because evasion.
Ah, yes. It was dexterity. So as the door erupts in flames and burns to a cinder, you can feel the heat licking at your body as you dive backwards. You can feel like a piece of your pant leg just singe and burn, exposing like the skin of your calf. That's how hot just the flames near it was. But you remain unscathed.
Door's open.
Well, that's some shit.
That's one way to open the door.
I haven't seen that
Sylvia,
one
you're
yet.
supposed to backflip away from the door.
She did pretty good.
Anyway, let's continue on then, and I will continue checking for traps.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another investigation.
That nat one was coming. I felt it in my soul.
That was a bad time to get in that one.
Oh, well, that's better. 19 plus 10 is 29.
Okay. So with the 29, you enter the servants' quarters, and you see a couple of empty cots. You see that there were some footlockers in here that have been turned over, clothes strewn about the room. Anything that was of value in here, which wouldn't have been much, but even any kind of trinkets or lockets or anything that would have been on a bedside table is completely gone. Any kind of candelabras are all gone. It's extremely dark in here. With the exception of the light from the flickering flame of the door, or what's left of the door. So you kind of make your way in, and you don't notice any traps in here. However, as you come to the next doorway, which would lead to the kitchen, you do notice that there seems to be some kind of pressure on the hinges, and some kind of weird contraption that you've never seen before.
Is there any way I can attempt to disarm it?
You absolutely can. Go
I
ahead
cast
and
guidance.
just roll using your thieves' tools.
That's great. Beautiful. With guidance. Plus 13 to thieves' tools, so hope. So 19 plus 13 plus 4.
Yeah.
No way.
So even though you've never quite seen anything like this before, it does seem to be a very intuitive design. And you work your thieves' tools in, and you manage to release the spring and hook it onto a part of the actual door that moves, so that when the door moves, it doesn't trigger anything. And as you you relieve the trap and you open the door, you see that there was some hanging spikes that would have dropped down and hit whoever walked through the door in the chest.
Brian,
Yes?
while she's disarming that, can I cast a couple like single action spells?
Yeah, like if you're using spell slots, yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to reach over, put my hand on Kalishaw's shoulder, cast Dark Vision, and then do the same to Siegfried.
Okay. Is that a concentration?
No,
No? Okay, cool.
and it lasts for 8 hours.
Nice.
It
That
just
was
takes
fucking
they
smart.
just take second level spell slots, but I think I think at this point, I think it's just worth it right now. You know,
That's a wake up and cast right there.
Yeah, so Garen places his hands on Kalashad and Siegfried's shoulders, and all of a sudden the room, it's not lit up, but somehow you can still see. It's a completely new experience for you.
Why is everything gray?
yeah. Look through our eyes.
What do
Welcome
you-
to Dark Vision.
Well, I have devil's sight.
Gray, I see more like tinged green.
Sylvia, you
Not
cannot see you don't have dark vision if I recall.
Oh,
so you,
yeah.
I have devil's sight.
She has devil
Yeah.
sight,
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgetting about that.
so she can see like through magic darkness and shit.
Yeah.
I have special eyes.
Except if we're in completely dark, I'm invisible to everybody.
My brand.
Rip, guys.
Shit.
So, you guys see the spike trap that was laid out, that Reyna has decommissioned.
I got hit by one of those once. They're not that bad. They look worse than they are.
It's a great job. Great job.
Pretty sure if it's here, it's a lot worse than what we've been through. Let's keep moving.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys move through the kitchen, you find yourselves in one of the not the Great Hall, but definitely some kind of meeting room. And as you guys cross the doorway, what's your guys' marching order?
I'll go first.
I'll go second.
Second,
Third.
third,
I'll go last.
last. Okay,
Fourth.
fourth.
Yeah. I'll be fifth.
Okay. So as you guys enter the room, you guys open the door and you all walk through, and as you guys walk through, the door behind you, Reyna, as you step into the room itself, about 5 seconds later, you see a glowing green rune on the ground, and from the rune begins to emit a gas. And I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws.
Can I just hold my breath?
It's not necessarily a breath thing.
Can I cast Bless?
I will say I will allow you to cast Bless, because the gas takes a minute to hit.
Could I potentially roll my Constitution save with advantage because I'm not inhaling it?
That I'll give you. I'll give you advantage.
Yes.
Okay, then the Bless will be on Garin raining mitts.
Okay. So that gives them advantage.
That will.
Or no, it's a D4 to their saving throw.
Yeah, D4 to a saving throw.
I'm gonna need it.
So con saves from everybody. 4 for 4.
17.
17.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Whoa, what? That's rare.
24.
24 as well.
24.
17.
17.
Should have done it to myself, cause 7.
Why
7.
didn't you do it to yourself?
Because I have a +4 to my saving throws.
But you don't roll well.
So as you guys pass through the cloud, all of a sudden you see Siegfried lock up, and you hear him go, and you can see his face turning red, and his veins popping out. Siegfried.
I have resistance to necrotic.
Cool. 14.
Rick.
You're gonna take 19 points of acid damage
Damn it! I just
as the
Wait,
gas is
acid?
yes, the gas vapors aren't actually a poison. It's actually like a misted acid, and as it touches your skin as you inhale it, it actually just burns you through the inside. Everybody that succeeded will take only half as it just touches your skin.
10.
Can I activate my weird healing thing?
Your what?
My healing thing where I eat acid, remember?
I mean, you can, yeah.
And so it's just gonna give me a nice facial, like the ones where they're like the acidic facials,
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, this feels nice. I wonder what this is.
What was the amount for half damage again?
10. So, you guys take a little bit of the damage, but you see Sylvia, her skin looks a little bit more rejuvenated. The crow's feet look a little bit more lush.
Ah, that was refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
As you
Yeah,
see everyone
right.
else just like their skin scalding, and Siegfried practically collapse on the ground, heaving.
Oh, you guys don't look so good.
I will pick Siegfried up, like help him up, not
Okay.
like actually just pick him up.
Yeah.
And in doing so, I will cast Healing Word,
Okay.
and you will heal for 6 points.
Thank you.
As the glowing rune subsides, again you hear as it appears the doors unlocked.
Sylvia, turn your magic eyes on.
You see a couple more runes in the room. You see one at the exit doorway,
Okay.
and you see one over by the main table.
Okay. You guys, there's two, one by that doorway and one by that table. Can I discern what type of magic the one by the door is and the one by the table, what they are?
This is a magic unlike you've ever seen,
Mm-hmm.
but you look at the fading essence of the rune you guys just walked over, and you get the idea it's a very similar kind of magic.
Okay. So we triggered this rune already, and it looks like these other two runes are very similar. So are they activated when stepped on?
How did we trigger it?
Siegfried's
can we
good on the
determine
fading one?
I'll say roll an intelligence, roll an Arcana check, actually.
Oh, yes.
I cast guidance on Garen as I ask him.
I got a natural 20.
Natural 20. It is triggered by touch.
Okay. Triggered by touch. Yeah, because, yeah, plus 10.
Okay.
Oh, plus, hold on. Let's get the guidance in there. Plus 4.
So with the 34, you have no idea.
Okay, so we touched it. Don't want to touch those. Can you point it out so we know exactly where it is?
Yes. And I point them out.
Okay.
Do I
oh.
have anything that I could like?
Yeah.
Not at their touch base, please don't.
If you show it to me, I can mark it with prestidigitation. right?
Wait, no, we don't want to touch it.
Can you
you
dispel
don't
it?
touch it. You just kind
Let's
of.
not waste spells on this. We just need to get
That's
out
a
of this.
cantrip.
Just avoid them.
Yeah, just don't touch them. Just avoid them.
I'm just as we cross the room.
I'll
just
go
gonna check
first.
the mechanical.
So
Okay.
here's the thing, you guys. I'll go
Okay,
first,
roll
and
investigation.
I'll step over it, and you guys step where I step.
Well, I just want to make sure the door isn't trapped too, or that it's
Yeah.
flush with the rune, and thus
Oh.
when the door opens, activates the rune. I want to check before we do that.
Why don't you let me help you look at this?
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation with advantage.
I cast guidance.
28.
Okay, with a 28, you do see that the door is flush with the room.
Well, shit.
We
If I
could
open this
probably
door-
dispel it.
That's higher magic we need to save.
I don't. Okay.
Let's see.
Um,
Okay,
if we don't dispel it, then we need an alternative.
Scarvan, you're really smart, right? Do you
Yes.
think that if everybody except for me left the room, I trigger the rune by the door, I take the acid damage, and then you guys come in when it's gone? Because it won't really affect me that much.
Do we know if it's actually going to be acid damage? This is
Could I make that discern
the
minute from the
She's
rune
probably
markings?
resistant to whatever it is.
Um,
regardless of acid.
You can't discern that type of damage is going to be. All you know is that it's a similar type of magic.
Okay.
Okay, here's the other question, and this is maybe something for the Arcana. Oh, that's hilarious. Once it's triggered, is it triggered and that's it? Or can it be triggered again?
With your Eldritch Sight, Sylvia, you can see that the rune hasn't regenerated or anything like that. The rune that was triggered has stayed gone. The magic is completely faded at this point.
Okay, then
goes-
that's
yeah.
really not a terrible idea. Anybody
So-
have a better plan?
Because
like I said,
it really probably won't affect me that much.
Yeah.
even if it's not acid, as long as it's an elemental, she'll probably be fine.
Just
Yeah.
hope it's not a banishment one.
Okay.
It's similar to the other two. I think she'll be okay.
Okay, so you guys go a safe distance away.
Back out of the room, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll come back and get you guys after I open the door.
Okay. Okay, we'll try this.
I'm gonna cast resistance.
Okay. So do you guys exit the room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sylvia, as you approach the rune, you give it a light tap of the foot to trigger it. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Bum, bum, bum.
And add a D4.
18. Oh. Add a
Because
D4.
resistance.
20.
20. Okay, with a 20, you tap it with your foot and you steel yourself as a column of ice swirls around you and buffets you
that's cool.
like a mini blizzard. So you'll take
Okay.
half of this damage.
Okay.
1/4.
1/4 portion.
So 17, so that's 8, so 4 points of cold damage.
Oh, that's chilly.
And you have like little icicles forming on your eyebrows.
Sylvia gets a face peel and a cryo freeze therapy session.
My skin's looking great. Okay.
Yeah, as she comes to grab you guys, she's positively glowing. Like her blue skin has never looked more radiant.
It's almost giving me like a dewy effect, I feel.
Are you melting?
No, I'm not melting. Are you calling me a witch?
You see one of the icicles on her eyebrow drip onto her cheek.
Oh my god, guys, Sylvia's melting. She hasn't been telling us this whole time.
I'm not melting.
You
But,
can't take the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
well, technically it was cold.
We're in a dining room.
Also, the room by the table. Was there anything on the table or anything over there? Like, why would the rune be there?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
You gotta do it, Brian.
16?
16. There is a very small box on the table. That's the only thing that's on the table.
You guys, I just noticed there's a box on this table.
Somebody mage hand it.
I will mage hand it.
Okay. Yeah, the box is incredibly light, and as you bring it over to yourself, you have a box.
What's in the box?
Do you open it?
I look
Back
at it with
away.
my eldritch sight.
Back away.
Okay, it doesn't light up.
Check it for traps.
Yeah, Raina, can you check this for traps?
Yeah.
I cast guidance.
I had already rolled it before you said that, but it's
Yeah.
fine. 25.
25. As you inspect it, you can see that there is a small spring trigger on the box.
Itty bitty thieves' tools.
Okay, go
Disarm.
ahead. Roll to disarm.
Would you like to cast magic at me now?
I cast guidance.
Okay.
We just need to put that on a fucking t-shirt.
It's a dick in a box.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm
33.
sorry, I couldn't help it.
33? Okay, yeah, you easily disarm it, and as you open the box, there's nothing in it.
What?
Yeah.
What was the trap gonna do?
Hurt
You
them?
do find a vial of poison
Ooh,
attached
drink
to
it.
like a dart.
No.
This is dumb.
Take the little vial.
Who would,
You have a vial
who
of
leaves a
poison.
box like this flying
Or
around?
rather, a poison dart.
Somebody that maybe knows you a little bit.
Or just it would hurt them regardless. It's just a way of distracting people.
Hey, Raina,
Hmm.
will you
Speaking
Put
of
the
distraction.
box back the way it was with the trap intact?
I mean, I just took the dart out, but I can put the spring back.
Yeah, will you like set it back up so that maybe I could trick somebody into opening my box? It's a dart in the box.
You want me to put the dart back in the box?
Yeah.
What? We don't have time for this.
We don't have time for this. Just
I
put
mean,
the
this
closed
is-
box
this
on
is-
the thing.
I'm keeping the box.
Okay, here you go. I keep the dart.
So Raina has a poison dart. Sylvia, you have a small box.
I put it
With
in
the
a vial so I
spring
don't
trap
touch
in
it.
it. That's important.
Okay. So, you guys have achieved the box.
Absolutely nothing.
All this reminds Siegfried of something, and he digs through his pack and pulls out a vial with a dead rotworm in it and opens it up and dumps the rotworm out.
As you do, the rotworm itself, rather the rot grub, is almost like a slushy paste, and it doesn't
Ooh.
fall out of the vial so much as it kind of oozes out of the vial.
What was
Can I
that?
like shake it out?
Dude.
You shake it out, and it kind of like it flings to the floor like really thick tar.
Like
I
a sticky.
I will admit to not being the best pet owner.
Oh God, was it? No, that thing was inside. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You,
I wanted to study it, and it died.
let's just go.
At least it wasn't like watery. Could have got it all over us.
Thinks
Okay.
back to the eggs. Mm-mm.
I want a dart in my box. Let's go.
We'll
Thank
give you a box with a dart in it later. Let's go.
I hate you guys so much. Like, I can't say it.
I'm sorry, I'm a fucking immature child. I know.
It wasn't. It wasn't what she said.
It's- she
the
sang
window
it.
of The song. It was the delivery. It kills me.
It was the delivery. It's exactly what it was the delivery.
Because I tried really hard not to laugh, and then me and Brian looked at each other over the internet, and we both.
Anyway, so you open the door, and yeah, it was otherwise fine aside from being flush with the rune, and you open the door, and you see the main hall, and you can see that the main hall itself has kind of collapsed in on itself, and the rubble leads down to an underground passageway.
Okay.
It seems to have collapsed in.
I bet that's our way down.
Probably the big hole.
I'm gonna keep my eye out for more magical runes. on the floor.
Okay. With your Eldritch Sight, the floor seems clear.
I'm keeping an eye out for regular traps.
Okay.
Also, are there any more boxes on tables?
There are no more tables and no more boxes.
This is the worst day ever.
You're gonna be banned from asking questions.
What?
So
you have the only box from a table. That makes that box special and unique. It's more valuable now.
It's the magic box.
I will fix it for you later.
Don't show it to
I'm
me.
so excited.
So, you guys make your way down the ruined hall and into the tunnel below. And as you guys work your way down the tunnels, Reyna, you have heard of these tunnels, and you know that below Castle Whitestone there's always been rumored to be a large chamber where something called the ziggurat was kept. And you highly suspect that that is where you're going to find Angelique. And as you all travel down, you guys see two small forms at the end of the hall. Seem to be maybe waist high, each person.
Fuck you, Brian.
And as you get closer,
I cast Mass Healing Word, everyone gets 9 points.
okay? As you get closer, they turn, and as they turn, it's an unnatural turn. It's like,
Ooh, perfect.
and as they do, they face you, and their jaws hang slack. One of them is a female halfling, and her skin has been flayed from the front of her body, and the skin itself is leathery, and it almost looks like jerky, with exposed bones, and what organs would have been inside have long since rotted. The teeth kind of click open. The man, his head lolls to his side from the broken vertebra in his neck. And as you see them, it's hard to recognize, but you definitely recognize your parents. And you see your mother's mouth move, and you just hear, Eugenia. And that is where we're going to go ahead and call it a night.
Oh, fuck!
You son of a bitch!
Ah!
Let me see real
This
quick.
is the worst
One
my
more
life.
level. One more level I would have
Oh, did we level
Gone.
up?
gone
No.
up by.
Yeah, Brian, did we level up?
Absolutely
we didn't
not.
do anything. Are you
Yeah.
sure?
I'm
We didn't
gonna
accomplish
ask
anything.
every time. Fuck off, Robert.
I fail a lot of things. Thank you.
I also want to level, because then I get cool bard stuff instead of just okay bard stuff.
I
I'm
just
a
want to be
level
able to.
below everybody in 2
Like
levels.
one level away from having like actually good cantrips.
I really like that the women in this party are the strongest. By a whole level.
Okay, I'm no.
You're using the term strongest in a loose sense, I think.
Yes, because my strength is a +0.
Well,
Strength is in the eye of the beholder. No beholders.
Please no beholders.
Yeah.
beholders, you say? I
Well,
love beholders.
Actually, just kidding. Petrification is in the eye of the beholder.
You know, I
It's
homebrewed.
not strength.
I
I could
homebrewed.
just-
Oh, sorry.
Because freaking at 11th level, my CR rating for Destroy Undead goes up to 2 from 1.
So I homebrewed a really cool spectral beholder
Yeah. well,
that I know
that's
Cy
what-
and Riley recall, and that thing was pretty awesome.
I don't ever want to see it again.
We had to have we had like DM Mercy like help because we were all dying. And
It
really
wasn't Mercy. He outright killed one player so that he could possess their body.
bad. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were being nice and letting us get away because I thought we were all gonna die.
That was its whole goal.
Oh, I had no idea. I thought you were just being nice.
I know you had no idea. That's the point.
You're the worst. That's so. It's been like years, and I've been fooled this whole time.
Can you send me the information on the spectral beholder?
Yeah, I have it written down somewhere. I don't have it all fancy. Like, I'll do an actual homebrew of it in D&D Beyond and share it with you.
Yes.
Anyway, now's the time for our quick Q&A. We'll give it about 10 minutes, then do a quick outro. So,
Oh shit, Bjorn's here. Yeah, Bjorn, I totally will not use that on your party.
Not at all.
I'll
Why
use
would-
Do not
two of
send
them.
that to him. I like crying faces, like emojis. I like them.
So
so
does Brian.
your tears fuel me, I'm not going to lie.
Oh man.
So
Seriously.
Gabe asks, Brian, are there any continents in the world of Exandria you'd like the party to visit besides Tal'Dorei? Yes. As I listen to more and more of Season 2 of Critical Role or Campaign 2, I really, really, really love the politics and everything that's going on in Wildmount, and I think that would be super cool.
I would do great in politics. I have a +10 to charisma and saving throws. Wait, what? I'm tired. I just kept going.
No, it's okay. You had it, and then you said one word too many, which is my life. Honestly, that's #mood right there.
Well, I didn't mean to say +10. I just got excited because it's max. I have max charisma for my level. So but I didn't want to lie and say I have a +10 in charisma. And then
Throws.
yeah, I'm not getting charmed.
Gabe asks, after losing his folding boat, will Kalisha try to buy or steal a new one for himself?
Yes. Kalisha will do whatever it takes to become a boat owner again, once the world has been saved.
Your
Kalisha
boyfriend
has
has
a sugar mama or sugar daddy, so
No, he's party mom. You can say mom.
sugar mama.
Indeed.
So Meta Games asks, Brian, seriously, who hurt you, dude?
His name is Quinn, and he killed a bear.
No,
Yeah,
I was
so
fucked up
brutal.
long before that. Honestly, it's from
Was it
spending.
the lava?
What?
Was it the
Is
lava?
it the lava?
It was not the lava. It was long before
Lava
D&D.
When you fell in.
I was
No,
writing the most fucked up,
it-
horrible stories from the time I was in 6th grade, and the reason is that my parents let me watch really, really scary horror movies from the time I was a wee little boy, and just that fear and horror and just horrible feeling I grew to love, and I wanted to share that gift with the world.
Hmm.
It's not a gift.
You're sharing.
You're sharing. Thanks for sharing.
Again, I was never shy about what this game was going to be when we started.
I sad.
Gabe asks, if Mitz ever met the other Tabaxi, what would he do? Or other Tabaxi.
It's good if it wanted to play hide and seek and then never come find it.
Okay.
And
Holy
I'm
shit,
fucked up.
That's savage AF, bro.
Yeah.
They can't handle this life, and plus I'm 10.
Yeah, and to be fair, people have done that to me before, so maybe that's who hurt me. Maybe those Tabaxi will come back and start leading games of whatever the opposite of Dungeons and
Despair and
Dragons
woe?
is, and run a really mean campaign. Because one day, a small 10-year-old Tabaxi told them to play hide and seek and never went looking.
That's it. If Sylvia dies, I'm making a Tabaxi. Another same age as Mitz, but a girl.
Mitch is gonna jump off a cliff.
And then you're gonna have to create another one because he's gonna play hide and seek with you and then never find you.
Roll persuasion. Roll insight.
That'd be a
I'll
fun
make-
mechanic to.
Would it be weird to be a Tabaxi druid?
No?
No.
And Garen leaves the party.
Gabe asks, would Reyna refuse to help Singorn if they ever needed help considering what happened in this future world?
I mean, if it was in her power to help, she would. But since that's not currently the problem, then she's fine.
Fair enough. Gabe asks Riley, if Sylvia gets controlled by the armor and goes evil and becomes the next big bad after Angelique, what would you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not happening over my fucking dead body.
I might I don't know. That's a loaded question.
Brian's gonna use your dead body to do it. Come on.
Yeah, we refuse to
like-
answer this statement because we don't want to give our DM ideas.
I don't need ideas.
He doesn't.
I think that Sylvia is right in the middle of her internal conflict between two paths. So, how do I answer this?
Oh my
So,
How many days left do we have until divine intervention can work?
4.
I don't know. Okay, me as a player, like I kind of wouldn't mind going evil, but like at the same time, she has like really strong bonds with her team, so like she can't go like full evil, you know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm probably gonna decide something on a whim.
D&D, my friends, D&D. Gabe asks, when fighting Aesorak happens, would Siegfried sacrifice himself to kill the Leech?
I think that would need to be a pretty convincing, like he's gonna die. But yeah, like if it came to that, or if he was very much convinced that sacrificing himself would help the party kill him, yeah. But that has to be a very substantial convincing.
All right. Gabe asks, if the entire party switches bodies, whose would you like to be in? Reyna.
I like that question.
I think Reyna would want to be in Garen's body because she doesn't have that extension of magic. And now that she's touched it again, she's like, what could I do if I had more? And then she's like, no, I'm good. Put me back, put me back, put me back.
Sylvia, who's already switched with Kalashaw.
I would switch again with Kalashaw, but this time research for my book.
But I'm your brother.
See, that's why I would not want to be in Garen's body for long. I don't want that. Just get me out.
My god, that was the best answer.
Jiraiya style research, I guess.
Mm.
I don't think that's what Sylvia would actually do, though. I think I'm just being silly. But yeah,
Garen. I don't know. She's committed to that fucking book.
that's true.
Well, you'd have to remember that if you were in Kalashaw's body, that Kalashaw would probably be in your body, and he's gonna find someone
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot less appealing than Garen.
Yeah,
And to the
and-
That's not true. Kalashaw's in a committed relationship. I don't see Kalashaw doing that.
yeah, he'd get in trouble. And I would just be more worried about tattoos because I got away with the last one.
That's probably way more accurate.
Luckily, my face is already tattooed, so technically, I have the mark of the dragon on her face.
Garen would want to be in Mitz's body because he can just like do everything. It's crazy, and that just looks like fun for a day.
Oh man, it's so much fun. It's the only class I'll ever play.
Who would Mitz be?
Reyna's tree bow looks fun as hell. I want to make a bunch of trees.
All right, Siegfried.
The DM.
So you would switch with God.
Would like to be God for
You
it.
roll stealth at disadvantage, Brian. You do it.
I will never play in a game that Derek DMs just because I'm afraid he's gonna punish me over and over and over again.
That's fair. Siegfried, gosh.
Eric, I'm a rogue. Do it now.
Gosh. I was thinking about him. At this point, right now, because of the transformations that Sylvia has gone through, probably her
That's funny.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
for the information.
Yeah. Experience of
What
it.
have you been hiding? Search his own brain.
Yeah.
Think.
All right, and
Who are you speaking to?
Kalashaw.
I just woke up from a dream. Must have been a bad dream.
I would switch with Garen, so I knew what it was like to be with myself.
Oh.
That is like the most ultimate form of masturbation ever.
That is the Kalishaw answer.
That is masturbation squared. Like, that's quantum masturbation. That's
I
insane.
was waiting for it. I knew that's. I
Yep.
knew it.
Honestly,
I was just
when
like
you were
waiting. I was
asking
like,
about meeting yourself back in time earlier, thought that's what you were gonna ask.
I mean, because either he's going to like get lucky and masturbate, or he could just masturbate and get lucky. I mean, it's like
it's a win-win.
it's a win-win.
There's no way to lose.
Wait, if we go back in time 4 years, is Alexio alive at that point?
3 years, no.
Back 3 years.
Oh, okay.
That would be
Oh.
weird.
All right, so that will be our
Ooh.
last question, because it's getting close to 10. So let's go around the table and say our goodbyes. We will start with Robert.
Yo, what up? I'm Robert. You can find me on the internet at various places. I play D&D on the internet with a lot of different people. DSC Smurf is where you can find me on the Twitters. The DSC stands for Dumpsack Charisma because they're my homies, and we play on Monday and Tuesday nights. And D&D, it's what I do.
Right on, Maddie.
Oh, yeah. Hey, folks, I'm Maddie. Yeah, I play games here at Soul Bear, and there's So Nerdware, which is awesome. But my channel, this Saturday, hanging out with Dumpstack Charisma, special Star Wars Day hangout. It's going to be 3 hours later than normal, so it's going to be 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. But we're going to talk Star Wars, Hunt for the Ripper, all that stuff. I get to hang out with my boys. So that's awesome. And then the 11th, please come hang out all day long. 16 hours of chatty. So fucking chatty. So yeah, charity stream, raising money for Stinkrat Streams, our buddy from Friday night, Threads of Fate. Coming out, gonna do some So Nerdware giveaways, and we're gonna be talking all sorts of interesting topics. There should be some seriously good conversation and some serious levity as well. So, yeah.
Alrighty. Derek.
Hey, I'm Derek. You can find me here every Wednesday on Soul Bear RPG, playing some D&D. On top of that, you can find me all over the interwebs at DeltaJ4, specifically on Twitter, as well as on Twitch, where I stream very, very frequently, except I'm going on vacation soon, so I'm probably not going to be doing a whole lot of streaming starting on Friday. But once I do get back, I do stream pretty much every day. Sometimes with other people from this party. Like the DM and the evil fucking Hex League. I mean, not evil.
We don't know yet. Let's be honest. I saved that Constitution saving throw.
But yeah, streamed with Riley last night. Last night? Yeah.
Yeah.
Some oversquanch.
I may have been up until 5 a.m. after that.
Explains the tired. Speaking of Riley.
Hi, I'm on Twitter at Riley Avery. I'm here every Wednesday. And I do hair in San Diego. And that's me.
All right, Dana.
Hi guys, I'm Dana Goodbye, mostly on Twitter at DanaLeeB, and I live here on Wednesdays, and I live also on Twitter, so you can find me there.
Alrighty, Sai.
I'm dead. I can't live, but I'm here on Wednesdays putting on a show for you guys. Yay! You can find me on Twitter sometimes too.
All right, and I've been your Dungeon Master, Brian Penaloza. You can find me on Twitter at Captain Sugar Bear. That's at CPT Sugar Bear. You can also find me every other Monday doing Comedy of Strahd with another group of crazy D&D fuckers who I love very much. You can also find me on the Copperheart podcast. That's at Copperheart Pod on Twitter, playing Sergeant O'Bannon, who is a real dickhead and recently punched the shit out of a prisoner, you know, like you do. Right, quick announcement. We will not be airing next week because Derek is going to be on vacation, and considering we're about to be hitting the Ultimate Showdown, we'll call it, because I love that song.
The final countdown.
Penultimate.
Penultimate. True.
And ultimate, because, you know, we got to go fight her in the past, too, so.
Ultimate in the sense that she's way more powerful right here. But anyways, the point is, we don't want Derek to miss it. We definitely don't want to accidentally fuck up the party by misplaying the healer or get him killed. That doesn't feel very good. So we will actually be returning on the 15th.
Oh, don't worry. The DM's going to take care of that.
And I have a dart in a box.
Maybe we should rethink this. I think we could roll better.
So we will be back on the 15th, and then we also will not be here on the 22nd because I have to go to Seattle for work. So I will be gone from the 22nd through probably that Saturday. I haven't decided if I can afford an extra couple nights in a hotel or not. But
okay, but we will be here on the 15th.
We'll be here on the 15th and then back on the 29th. I fly out on the 22nd, which is a Wednesday.
It'll just be every other Wednesday for May.
Ooh.
Yep. Which is actually perfect timing for stuff like this. Just really leaving you on the edge of your seat, chomping at the bit for more. But, yeah, unfortunately,
Every other wins May.
real life does unfortunately get in the way sometimes, as much as we love you and love doing this. Don't forget, Soul Bear RPG is sponsored by SoNerdwear.com. It's what the nerds wear. Go to SoNerdwear.com. Use the discount code SoulBear. Please use that discount code. Get yourself 10% off your order, because cool kids get 10% off their order for using the discount code SoulBear.
And, you know, people want to keep their store open.
Yeah, that's absolutely true too. So not only can you save a little bit of money, but Maddie can keep his store open. Everybody
Save a
wins.
dream. Save a dream.
Alrighty, with that, we love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And we will see you on the 15th for Tal'Dorei World in Chaos. Good night.